how to make these really clicky-clacky rotator cuffs. I'm not sure if these have an actual name, but I've just been calling them clunky rotator cuffs because they do make such a nice clicking sound. You need beads, string, and scissors. Now these require a lot of beads. I'm not sure of exactly how much, but roughly off the top of my head, I'd say around maybe 200 or 300. To keep things simple, I'm just going to use 2 colors. This blue is going to be my first and main color. Then this gray is going to be my secondary color. To start off, make a 2X X-base cuff. If you don't know how to make an X-base cuff, I have a tutorial in this playlist. Make sure you have about half a wingspan worth of string on the X-base. Then make sure that the string is coming out of one of your secondary color points. Then string on 2 of your primary color beads, 1 of your secondary color beads, then 2 more of your main color beads. Then you're going to take the string and string it through the next secondary color point and then pull tightly so that it makes a little point. Then you're going to do that all around. Once you're done, it should look something like this. So then you're going to string the string through these 3 beads so that it's coming out of the point closest to it. Then string on 2 of your primary color beads, 1 of your secondary color beads, and then 2 more of your primary color beads. String it through the closest point like this and make it look like a point. Then you're going to do that all around. Once done, it should look like this. Now we're going to tie it off by taking the string, putting it through the closest hole, then waiting until we hear something like a clicking sound like that, then pulling the string through the little hole and pulling tightly, and I suggest doing that multiple times just to make sure that it's nice and secure. Then tie string onto the other side and make sure it's coming out of a secondary color bead. And just like the other side, we're going to string on 2 primary color beads, 1 secondary color bead, then 2 more primary color bead, and we're going to put them through the closest secondary color point, pull tightly, and make sure that it makes a little point, and then do that all around. So yours should look something like this, and we're going to string the string through these 3 beads and make sure it goes out of a point. Then string on 2 primary color beads, 1 secondary color bead, and then 2 more primary color beads, and string it through the closest point, pull tight, and form it to make a point. Now do that all the way around. So it should look like this, and then we are going to tie it off the same way that we did for the other side. Now you need to make an X-base cuff with reverse colors as the other one, so your primary colors become your secondary colors become primary, and make it bigger than the base was. So for example, this I made 30 beads around, this one I made 42 beads around. Make sure you have about half a wingspan worth of string. Make sure that the string is coming out of one of the secondary color points. String on 2 primary color beads, 1 secondary color bead, and then 2 more primary color beads. And we are going to follow this line and string the string through this bead. So it should look like this, a little point. And then we're going to string on just as many beads again and then follow the line and do that all around. So it should look something like this. Now we're going to string the string through so that it's coming out of one of these points. Once it's coming out of a point, string on 2 primary color beads and then string it through one of these beads so that it does that. Then string on 2 more primary color beads and put it through the point, and then continue on like that throughout the entire bracelet. Once you're done, it'll look something like this, and to tie it off, we are going to take the string and get it under one of these little legs, and there'll be a little circle. Take the tail of the string and pull it through the circle, and that makes a knot. Then do that as many times as you can just to be nice and secure. Cut the tails off of both of your projects and then just put that onto it and then you're done. If you like the cuff I made in this video, or any of these, I have an Etsy shop where they're listed. It's called Rainy Days Creations. You can see how it's spelled in the top, and the link is in my bio.
This took many days, but
Look how cool it is. And it spins. It freaking spins, you guys. And it's Bowser.
I'm going to show you how I made this cuff. Now, I'm going to try and explain this best I can, but I'm sorry I'm kind of bad at explaining things, so we'll see how this goes. So this is the pattern I'm using, and you can find these on candypatterns.com. Now, the really good thing about this website is when you click on it, you will get a numbered pattern so you can see where the layers are. So you can see layer 1 right here, it goes like that, but this is really all just a single bracelet for number 1. So using this black as a reference point, I'm going to count how many red I need, and then black, red, till I get all the way around. Now I'm going to be using brown instead of red because I don't have enough red, and I'm also out of pink. Once you put all your beads on your string, you're going to want to go ahead and tie that off just to make a single. And a quick side note, you can adjust this to be whatever size you need. I typically need 30, this has 34, but I'm just going to do 34 for the sake of this video. So this next part to wear can get kind of tricky. So I've gone ahead and put my string through this bead right here, so that puts me at the very beginning. So you can see layer 2 goes right here. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to go string, 1 bead, go through here, bead, go through here, continue that on. So I'm putting 1 bead on, and I'm going to string it through this one right here. So I'm skipping one and going to the next one. So now it's going to look something like that, and you can see how that pattern correlates to this right here. Now you're just going to continue this all the way around, following this pattern for number 2. And using a needle does make this way easier. And another good tip is making sure you're counting as you're going and keeping track of where you are, just so you don't put the wrong color or anything. So for example, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need 4 red beads and then 1 black. So count as you're going just so you don't get off track. So again, I'm just going to take my needle, I'm going to put it through here, pull that bead all the way through, and you'll start to see a pattern forming. So now you can see I'm adding 1 last bead on, so I'm going to go through this bead, and I'm going to come out through here. So now row 2 is complete, and we're going to start row 3. Now row 3 is going to be the same exact process as we did for row 2. And again, just count where you are, count where you're starting, and follow the pattern. So since I'm coming out of this bead, I'm going to go through this next one. Then do that all the way around. And to finish this line, we're going to go right through this bead right here, and then out through this one. And then onto the next row, all the way up to the top. Now once that pattern has been repeated all the way to the top, you're just going to tie this off. So I like to put the string through about here and tie it right there. And I usually double or triple knot that. And then you can just cut that off. Now for this one, I did add 1 more layer, but the pattern didn't have it, so I didn't add it to this one. But yeah, then you're done. And this can be done with any pattern that you want. And here's the pattern, if that is all you need. And of course, the creator, the person I'm going to give credits to for this pattern. And I'm sorry if I didn't explain it very well, but I hope this somewhat helped.
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
I am in love with making these candy jellyfish, and I hope this video reaches the right people because I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. I think the reason why I love making these so much is because they don't take a ton of time to make, and they also don't take a lot of beads, and on top of that, they're very easy. You're gonna want to have some string, scissors, and beads. Also optional, but personally I like to have nail glue or any type of glue that's like liquid to seal off the ends when I tie them so that they don't break. You're gonna want to cut about 2 feet of string. Since I already have these two that are solid colors, I'm gonna make a rainbow one, but you can do whatever color you want. You're gonna want to start with taking 3 beads and putting it at the very end of your string and then tying it off right here. It should end up looking like this. So these pieces are usually the ones that I'll put just a tiny bit of glue on. Then you're gonna want to take your string and loop it through this bead. After that, you're gonna take 3 beads and you're gonna put one on and loop it through, and then put another one on, loop it through, and just repeat the process until you get back to where you started. It should end up looking something like this, and then you're gonna loop it back through this one again. You almost always want it to be coming out of a point bead. So then you're gonna take your next color, or whatever color you're choosing, and you're gonna put 3 on. Once you've added your 3 beads, you're gonna put it through the point and then repeat the process around. Once you're done, it should look something like this, and if it looks too round on the corners where you just did, pull up the center bead so that it's pointed. Then you're gonna take the string and you're gonna pass it through all 3 of these beads, and you're gonna add 1 bead in the center and then repeat the process, add 1 bead, repeat. So just to do a check-in, it should start to look something like this. The 1 bead, then you pass through and add another, and so on. So on the very last one, when you do your last yellow one, you're not going to loop it through all 3, you're just going to do 2. And then this is where I'm going to add my next color, so I'm going to do yellow, green, yellow, and you're going to put those on and then loop it to the next point and then do it on 6 sides. So as you guessed it, on the last one you have to do something different. You're gonna want to connect it on the second bead from the middle, because if you don't, it's not gonna look straight and pointy like every other point looks. So you have to skip 1, and you're coming down, skip 1 bead, put it in the second one, and go up to the next point and tighten it. Your end result should look something like this. So then you're gonna pick 3 more colors and you're gonna repeat the process and go point to point with your 3 beads throughout the shape. Again, on the last one, you're going to want to go through the second bead and go up through to the top. After you've gone through to your last point, you're going to want to get 4 beads and string them on and then go to each point again. It should end up looking like this, and then you're going to take the string and put it through one of these holes and pull and tie a knot. Once you tie off, go ahead and cut the last piece off, and this is also where I like to use some glue just to make sure that this doesn't break. Then you're going to flip it over so that it's facing down like a jellyfish, and you're going to find the second bead from the middle down, and you're going to put the string through it. But then afterwards, you're going to take the string and push it in downwards so that it's not facing out of the jellyfish but into the jellyfish. Sorry, I forgot to mention that you want to cut like 3 more strings separately, but cut them each, I don't know, like a foot maybe. So you're going to pull it tightly through here and put your beads through both strings. You're going to keep putting both strings through your beads all the way up until you think it's at your desired length. So on the very end, when you tie it, the first knot, don't tie it tightly, because if you tie it tightly, the tentacles, they won't be able to move and be flexible. So only tie it tightly on the second knot. And this is also a part that I really recommend putting glue on. And usually I only like to put a little bit of glue, but on the very end, when I'm doing the tentacles, I tend to put a little bit more than usual, just because no other beads are connecting to this piece, and it is finished.
Let me show you something cute and simple, okay? So we're gonna string on a pattern of 3 beads with like an accent dividing them. The single should look like this. Now we had 3 beads between the accents. Repeat that throughout the whole thingy, along the bracelet. And oh my gosh, this is a tutorial, isn't it? Wow, this is way easier to do than I thought it would be. Anyway, tie, snip, tie it on and watch it snap. Carefully restring it. Pray to whatever higher power is appropriate at the moment, and just like that, you have an easy yet versatile pattern. I don't know what it's called, but it looks cute. Alright, here is a tutorial on how to do a ladder cuff. You're going to need 4 arms lengths of string. So I'm going to take a white bead and put it on my string and bring it all the way down. Take another and do the crisscross method and bring it back down. Here it is again, and I'm going to repeat this until I get a long enough bracelet to fit around my wrist. Next, I take my 2 pieces of string and do the crisscross method on the other end of the bracelet. I recommend putting needles on your string now. Next, I take a gray bead and use my crisscross method through it. Then, I use the crisscross method through the next bead on the bottom level. I repeat the crisscross and then crisscross through the bottom level and repeat that all the way around. I move my string up to the next level and I repeat. You're going to need to go around your last row of beads one more time. So use your crisscross and just crisscross through all of the beads. And you're all done.
It's true, and the other thing is, my sister had a baby, and I took it over because she passed away, and then the baby lost its legs and its arms, and now it's nothing but a stump.
Balançou, a brisa subiu pra mente.
Subiu pra mente.
candy bracelet with me. Look at the little beat guy slide.
Little Kandi Waver, she's my number one, and every time I see her moving, she's always having fun. She's my little Kandi Waver, see her shake her thing. I love to see her dance, and I love to hear her sing.
Kandi boy River, he's the one for me, and when the music starts to play, we'll be dancing to the beat. He's my Kandi boy River, mama with the flow. When he holds me tight, don't wanna let him go.
Little Kandi Waver, she's my number one, and every time I see her moving, she's always having fun. She's my little Kandi Waver, see her shake her thing. I love to see her dance, and I love to hear her sing.
Kandi boy River.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. Thank you, thank you. What does it say? Please use deodorant?
Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head?
It expired in August of 2012.
They said my big ass thumb.
I fucked that. Bro, damn.
Fit to go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Fright Fest shirt from Six Flags. Boring jeans. Hatsune Miku socks. Old rainbow fishnet gloves. Candy. Cheap necklaces. Belt chains and my Tamagotchi. Hair clips. Inventory. Guyliner. Old beat-up vans.
Jack Black is gonna be in the Minecraft movie! Jack Black is gonna be in the Minecraft movie! Jack Black!
How to impress a non-guitarist. How to impress a beginner guitarist. How to impress an intermediate guitarist. How to impress an advanced guitarist.
But you're so full of shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to knock your fat craniums to this brand fucking fabulous new ICP! Whoa! ICP! Whoa! The Hatchet presents!
Going through my 20221 Kandi lol.
Top 10 ways to smear honey on your face.
Whoa, starting off good.
Fill a bottle up with water and a sake.
Oh,
yeah,
Pac-Man.
Fill a workbook up with things you can do when you're stressed. When things are just a mess.
What
when
the
you're feeling
fuck?
kind of anxious or like maybe depressed. I mean, maybe if you tried more. Maybe if you tried.
Necklace.
Maybe if you took more vitamins.
One of my first cuffs law.
Ooh, fish cuff.
Applejack.
A bunch of silly singles and stars.
One of my best cuffs in GL.
Drugs, have sex, tell your deepest, darkest secrets.
This carousel cuff is messy, but I still like it.
More of my first cuffs.
Never gonna be enough for the people in the back row, but you still choose to listen knowing damn well it's really
Got through
not there.
half.
Part two?
If you tried more, then you would deserve it.
Everything I've made with these funny beads.
Digging for more.
I found one. 3.
Guys, help, I have made all this candy, and as a beginner, I didn't know there was a specific type of string to use, so now all my candy is going to dry rot.
Yes, I did the butler! If God exists, it's fucking me!
How long you been doing hair?
For like 3 years.
Yeah, that's cute. Can you turn around for me? Yeah.
Hi, this is Garfield, and no one can come to the phone because a gang of angry gerbils is ransacking the house. Please leave a message and call.
I'll show you what I got. Okay. Cigarettes, 80 proof. Take my picture, so damn cute. Fake IDs, lots of cash. Race up beds. We go real fast. 2 a.m. and I'm still going. Pour my drink, it's overflowing. Take me home, wrap me up. No one's here, so let's just stop. Look over here and let me see that body rock.
Look what I made. It's a candy rotating cuff that looks like a wrapped candy. I mostly used some YouTube tutorials to get the base down and then freehanded the rest until IT looked right. The white part is 8x tall, and I used 5 clear beads to make the pointy part of the candy wrapper. For the pink part, it's for excess, tall, and the middle is a UFO cuff for the sides. I did what you would do for a normal rotating cuff. For the design on the pink one, I put for beads and threaded them through the dark pink bead. That's all by.
Hey, it's your Calvary kids, and we got a new song beyond called the Soldier Boys. By the way, I got me some new bathing
Same kid run, don't walk to 80s thrift stores.
So I can get online and talk with my boyfriend.
What do I wear? Pink? No. Oh, what if I do strapless? No, screw it. I'll wear jeans and make a statement. No, that's lame.
Who do you think the hottest girl in school is? The Epcot ball? Well, I like Melanie, and not just because she's pretty. I think she's really funny.
Shrimp from Shark Tale. My sister had a baby, and I took it over after she passed away, and the baby lost all its legs and arms, and now it's just a stump. But I take care of it with my wife, and it's growing, and it's fairly happy. And it's difficult because I'm working a second shift at the factory to put food on the table, but all the love I see in that little guy's face, it just makes it worth it in the end. True story.
Got no good intention. The fourth dimension is my own mansion. It's all messed up, I don't care. Cause what fun is there in ever making sense? Did I get lost along the way? Lose my mind for a new identity?
I'm really excited for the new movie, I exclaimed with excitement. Little did I know, it would be a feature, a creature feature, featuring the creature.
I'm blue, if I was green I would die. I smoked some weed and got too high. I see weed and I light it. You know I'm drinking for life. Laugh so hard that I cried. This cat named Bridge and I'm like, why? Shout out Branchy, my guy. Hey, it's your Calvary kids, and we got a new song beyond called the Soldier Boys. By the way, I got me some new